our bread and butter being in the basketball world, I had to turn my focus towards one of the larger international basketball tournaments happening, not only, of course, the importance of qualifying for the Olympics, but this is probably the best Canadian team with the highest hopes since 1936 when they
Hmm.
won a silver medal in the inaugural FIBA World Cup. Or was it the Olympic basketball being in the Olympics? So, like, I don't think this Canadian team is going to medal in either FIBA World Cup or the Olympics. I think the style of international basketball we are still young to as a team. Our NBA superstars are young and haven't had to play this sort of system, right? I also watched the Dream Team documentary recently, or Redeem Team documentary recently, where those guys struggled to win in 2004, 2008, or 2006, sorry, because it's not like the NBA. And
Mhm.
the depth and talent worldwide has increased so vastly. So really the goal for this Canadian team is to qualify for the Olympics. That means they have to finish top two out of any of the teams from the Americas, so North, Central, South America. I think that's a reasonable goal, but I think they're in tough here in a group with Latvia, Lebanon, and France trying to
Mm.
finish in those top two spots to even get out of round one. So really, really stoked for that to start
It's
on
everyone,
August
eh?
25th.
Like
Uh,
Wiggins, Murray, Gilgeous-Alexander.
no Wiggins.
Okay.
He continues to evade international service. But going through it, Nikhil Alexander Walker, RJ Barrett, O'Shea Brissett, Dylan Brooks, Lou Dort, Shea Gilgis, Corey Joe, Jamal Murray, Kelly Olynyk, and Dwight Powell are kind of the highlight NBAers
Mhm.
on this squad. You also got Zach Edey out of Purdue, who I love as an international player because of his size. When you have that offensive interference rule, he can protect the rim at a higher level than maybe some of these guys because he can just crowd the paint and mash with some of these bigger centers that have more of an impact in international basketball.
And do you think with this rise in talent we're seeing in Canada and as you noted around the world, like the magnitude of this event is going to increase? Because I got to be honest, this
Totally.
hasn't been on my radar.
I think it'll increase when it starts because this kind of feeds once this event ends, there's probably 3 weeks before the season starts.
Yeah.
So once this ends, you're going right into training camp. And so for a lot of these players competing, this is the beginning of their season. It's going to be a sprint from here. And it's going to conclude, obviously, right after the NBA finals will be the Summer Olympics where they'll have to play in the Olympic tournament as well. So a lot of basketball on the horizon for some of these guys, and it starts here, and I'm really excited for it. It's going to be some quality basketball.